Beautiful people, LosingDrea here, and today it is Saturday. It is August the 20th, 2016, and I was almost forgetting what the heck day it was today. I'm coming to you guys with sort of a Friday, Saturday way, and I did this last week, but of course I got it out to you almost a week later, so I'm sorry to those of you who saw the video, but just recently. I think it was just yesterday that I was finally able to get it uploaded. It took me like 2 whole days to render a previous video that I did trying to get it out on time to you guys for the Monday mini food review, which was also doubled up as a mini mukbang. For me anyways, it was a mini. So yeah, the rendering is taking an awful long time, at least on my system. I don't know if that's just common for everybody. Depends on, I guess, the length of the video. The longer the video, the longer it takes to render it. And then of course, the longer it takes to upload it. And I am trying to tell you guys, again, and over and over and over again, I cannot apologize enough to y'all for the fact that I am always late on my videos, and I really try not to be so late. I really want to do like an everyday vlog for you guys, like an everyday video, even if it's just a few moments a day. At least, you know, I want to do at least a 10-minute video a day, but I really don't think my life is that interesting enough that I need to come on here and have something to say to you guys that isn't like clickbait or fake bait or whatever it's called, because I'm totally 199.999% real with you guys. And sometimes there's things that are going okay, and sometimes there's things that are not going okay, but I really don't like, you know, it's not going to affect me in a way that's going to make me go and do something bad, so I don't share about it. But what I do find is when I have this moment of I want to go into the kitchen and munch on some stuff that I know I shouldn't be munching on, I think if I open up my cam and I do a video, that I'm less likely, at least it takes my mind off of that craving for the moment, and I'm less likely to go in the kitchen and actually mukbang some stuff. And I call it eating of any kind mukbang, because truthfully speaking, it's like my husband's like the mukbang with everything. Everything is, I'm going to mukbang this, I'm going to mukbang that. And he doesn't really get the whole idea that mukbang is eating show. Muk means eating, bang means show. For me, I just think it's kind of funny, but you know, mukbang this, mukbang that. I could be in the middle of Walmart, and some of the cashiers who know us, like the other day, my husband decided he wasn't going to come in the store with me. He was going to stay out because he said otherwise he was going to mukbang a bunch of stuff. And one of the cashiers there, she saw me. She was like, "Hey girl, what's up?" You know, she was like real sweetheart. And she's like, "So, you know, where's your other half?" And I said, "Well, he decided to stay out in the car, so he doesn't mukbang a bunch of stuff." Well, she started laughing as if like she knew what mukbang meant. But I told her, you know, mukbang means eating a bunch of stuff. So, you know, now she knows what it means. So I'm sort of infecting others with the whole mukbang thing. But anyways, neither here nor there. Every day can't be mukbang day for me. I can't come on here and do an eating show for all of you guys. If you can see over my shoulder here where I'm pointing behind me, I got an induction cooker, and that little thing that it's sitting on is a table. I'm sort of gathering the necessary preparations to do cookbang shows. So I'm going to be cooking some healthy things for you guys, and you know, the plan for the future is to cook and to eat some of what I'm cooking with you guys. I might end up not eating as much this way. There'll still be the time in the cooking preparation part of it where I'll be able to maybe talk to you guys as I'm preparing what I'm cooking, and still have that, like, you know, bringing you guys into my home kind of feeling. I don't cook in my kitchen. I have a wonderful kitchen, very big open space with a big bar, you know, with a separate sink and all that. The thing of it is I got Chico, my bird, out there. He likes to be the center of attention when I'm out there making any kind of cooking of any kind of food or whatever I'm preparing. And or even if I'm just talking, he knows what Facebook is, and he wants to be on Facebook, and he will start screaming and or saying things. And I've been told by some of my viewers when I had my craft channel, when I was doing my Creative Babe stuff, that was annoying to hear my bird. Now, he's like my kid. Now, if anybody came on here with their kids, whether it's to a mukbang or something else, and some of the people that I watch that may watch me too, have their children join in. That's a part of their life, and they're there with them, and especially now during summertime, some of them are home with them. And who am I to say, hey, your kids are annoying? I would never in a million years do that to any of my friends, whether in person or here on YouTube. It's just, you know, that's their children, and you don't want to say anything bad about someone's children. in that same token, you don't want to say anything about my children. And my children are my birds, my cats, my dogs. And no, I don't want them jumping up in my lap while I'm doing videos, especially doing mukbangs, because I'm eating. And if you went to a restaurant to eat, you wouldn't want animals jumping in your lap and or trying to eat out of your plate, which, you know, the same goes for I invite you over my house for Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, and my animals are begging from you or jumping up in your lap trying to get you to feed them. That's just, you know, I would put them up, I would put them away, because that is not the place for them. Now, whether or not when I'm alone, eating on my own, not doing anything, don't have you guys around me, don't have friends or family around me, and I want to eat and feed my kids, because they're my kids, that's up to me, but I don't have to do it where other people have to watch it, because some people might not jive with that. Some people might not think that's cool. So I don't do that. And I know that one of my viewers had asked me, you know, why is it I don't get to see your kitties anymore? I don't see your animals around. I don't see them roaming around in the background. And that's because I have my own studio office, and I do try to keep them out of it, especially if I'm filming. And lately, and I might like start choking here or something, excuse me. I've been drinking a lot more. I've been drinking the Crush. It's sugar-free. Helps me get in my water. And I love my cup. I like big cups and I cannot lie. If anybody knows of that song, I like big butts and I cannot lie. I like big cups and I cannot lie. So, love my cup. But yeah, throat started to get a little dry. I need a little sippy. And so anyways, as I was saying, getting back to what I was saying is, I'm trying to keep the animals out of my space, out of my studio, because eventually I'm going to be doing cookbongs and whatnot in here. And I want this to be even cleaner than my kitchen, because I don't want to be eating something and then all of a sudden there's a hair or something in it and it's on camera and I have to stop what I'm doing, or I have to edit a bunch of different things out of the video, because especially with mukbangs, I think it's more personal. And for some reason, as I'm editing things, I'm like, this is kind of like, it's not like as real. Because if you were sitting here in front of me, eating with me, sitting down, enjoying a meal with me, I wouldn't be able to edit anything that I said or that I did or that took place, you know, like a hair in my food. So, you know, that same, you know, effect, I want to give you guys that same effect, like you're right here with me, especially when I'm cooking and stuff. So I'm trying to make things a little bit more sterile and more kitchen-like and whatnot and functional here in my studio, so that when I go about actually getting these things done, I don't have those particular little bloopers and whatnot that I'll have to edit out or something. Just saying. So yeah, now this is all about my weight, and I'm not really sure if Friday or Saturday is my weigh-in day anymore. I'm like so totally confused. Fridays was my usual weigh-in day, and basically, you know, I would come on, do my Friday original weigh-in day, and then Saturday would come and I would do a weigh-in for the Take It Back group that I'm in, because I'm always in an ongoing challenge of some sort. The 90-day challenge was like the last major challenge, and now we're on this 30-day challenge, which is basically just whatever we want for ourselves kind of challenge. You know, what are we going to do? My thing was to try to stop eating flour and any kind of processed sugar, and I got to tell you, I screwed that up. I told you that on the last video that I did, which was actually last week's Friday, Saturday video, and I'm still screwing that up. I mean, just tonight I ate stuff that had flour in it, and I ate a flour tortilla with some peanut butter and some Nutella on it and a banana. You know, I was hungry. I went to a party. There was some food there that I probably shouldn't have, like lasagna and some ziti and some of this and some of that and some barbecue pulled something. I have no idea what it was. And yeah, I just kind of like, but I wasn't full. I still felt hungry, so I came home and I ate a little something, and hopefully now it's 11:17 at night and I'm done for the night. I'm not eating anymore. So let me give you the numbers. Last week Friday I was 245.8. This week, Friday, I was 243.2. And then that is a difference of 2.6 pounds down from last Friday. Then Saturday last week, I was 244.8. And this Saturday, 243.4. So I gained 2 ounces overnight from Friday to Saturday. But I'm down 1 pound, 4 ounces from last Saturday. So if you look at from Friday to Friday, I'm down 2.6 pounds. If you look at from Saturday to Saturday, I'm down 1.4 pounds. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. It's still a loss to me. To me, a loss is better than a gain, even so, more so than a maintain. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm still well on my way to try to get down to where I need to be, to where I want to be. And my goal is ultimately to get down into Wonderland, which would be 199 point whatever, but below 200. That would be Wonderland, and that would be wonderful. But as long as I can at this point get down to at least 221.6. So if I can at least now get out of the 240s, I'll be happy. But to get down to 221.6, I will then be on my way from where I last was at my lowest, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. I'm not on here by all means to confuse anybody. That's not my intentions. I definitely want you guys to continue to watch my channel. If there's anything that you're not seeing on my channel that you would like to see on my channel, whether it's weight loss related or mukbang related or anything related, food or not to food, or maybe it's just a question about addiction or mental illness or anything of that nature that I deal with, whether not just for myself, but other people who are around me, please don't be afraid to either send me a direct message or hit me up in the comments down below so that I can address those issues or questions or wants or needs and requests and try to do my best to accommodate you guys, because this is my channel, but for me, it's also your channel too. I do it for me, but I do it for you. So with that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your own loss if you're on a weight loss journey, and I will definitely be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Be blessed.